This is Robert Stack. You're listening to The P Word, another unsolved mystery on the American Moron Entertainment Network.
That's it. Hey, ready to peek? That's it. Oh, hey, all sounding good. Relatively so. There you go.
All right.
We did some good work this weekend. We got shit working. Oh, it's Tuesday already. Jesus.
Tuesday. Back in the studio from a different perspective.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody even noticed.
Probably not.
They might have.
Hey, it looks tunnely.
It's forced perspective. We've all squished. It weirdly looks straight though.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think because the camera's not sitting on a drum rug.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
it is. I don't know.
It is weird though. It doesn't look like a corner.
Yeah, the camera's much closer to us too this way.
Yeah, but we are in the corner.
We are in the corner.
It is in the corner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mr. Schumacher, I missed you. And kill that.
All
Hey,
right.
Pat. Wasabi.
Welcome aboard, bro.
Everybody sounds good tonight for a change. What happened?
It's working. It's crazy, isn't it? I saw some video from the show the other night that you went to.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah. I saw Johnny. Looked like Johnny got up and played with Tantric. I don't know what happened, but it looked like it.
Which Johnny?
Johnny Cowan from As We Remain Ghosts and Instinct.
Okay.
But
So Johnny played it with everybody. That's cool. I don't know. They had a different bass player. Jaron is apparently out with George Lynch.
Oh, cool.
So he's jamming with him, and they had a different bass player. I'm not sure who the guy was, but he was good. You know, and I actually got to watch them this time. Sebastian looks just like his dad.
Yes, he does. I met him at the Trocadero when his pop was still alive.
Okay.
We were coming out of some show, and
Trocadero was still alive.
I was chit chatting with him about it and just telling him. I don't know. I don't even remember what I said to him, but I was talking to him for a couple minutes out front.
Gotcha.
I think his dad was around somewhere.
Big festival coming up in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
Masquerade 2300 Arch.
I think I'm playing one of the nights of that.
Masquerade.
We played a Bradley show down in Maryland a few years back.
Oh, that's cool.
He puts on a good shindig.
Cool.
I'm going to George Lynch on July 23rd in Lancaster. I bought my tickets already.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was going to go and hang out with you. You saw what's transpiring. Everybody's trying to get me to come out to go to Ben Salem. It's a bit of a hike, but I might do it just to come see you guys and hang out with those guys. But they're all going to Elton John.
They're going to Elton John and then coming?
No. They're going to Elton John. They're the one guy is not. If I can get Vinny and Frank to come out, I'll bring them, and I'll just.
Vinny doesn't leave his house. Vinny doesn't leave the house.
Different Vinny.
Oh, okay.
Vinny
you're
will leave the house.
You're welcome to carpool up with me, but you'll be there for the long haul.
No, I'll just run out.
Yeah. Because I will have one seat available.
Gotcha. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But the it'll be if I can get the other Vinny Caputo, not Vinny Salvia. If I can get Vinny and Frank to come out. I haven't seen Vinny in about 30 years. I saw Frank at Dirty Honey and Mammoth.
Man, I like that Dirty Honey band. They are fucking good.
Oh yeah, they're great, dude. You know what I really like about them more than anything else? It's four guys in their freaking instruments. They get on the stage. There's no glitz. There's no glam. They got the drummer, the guitar player, the bass player. They got decent setups, but there's no glam. There's no glitz. They get out there and they just play, and they do it by doing that. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Did you ever listen to that NAMM thing I sent you?
I'm going to pick up their record probably in the next few days. I'm going to download it onto my Amazon account.
Well, there may be some cool stuff transpiring with those guys in the next year, so I'll let you know.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good bunch of dudes too. They're all, and they have Mark Diaz backing them, and
I
Nick
heard.
is doing all their recording.
I heard from a bird named Vinny about all this.
And here's a cool one for you. I'm actually writing with like a 19-year-old kid in Australia right now. He keeps sending me ideas. I'm writing him bass lines for his stuff and sending him back.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a legend. He loves my old stuff. He says, "Dude, you got to play with me." I'm like, "I'll jam with you, dude. It's all good."
Yeah, shoot me a ticket. I'll come right down.
I'll be there in like 4 days.
He's in a band called Jana. He's doing some solo stuff, so I'm helping him with the solo stuff. But he's in a band called Jana, Jhana. I guess it's like some Aborigine phrase or just a Australian phase or something. I don't know, or phrase. But, they were pretty good. I listened to him. He's definitely new metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We can't play it if they have a record deal. Everything I'm doing of
Have a
late
record deal.
has
Have a record deal.
gotten stung by the police here.
Oh, Jana means Yahweh is gracious.
Oh, okay.
So you got that going for him.
They might be a religious band.
No,
No, they're not. I'm actually trying to get I'm looking at grabbing a dark glass pre to record with those guys because I need a crispier tone when I'm doing their stuff.
Mm.
I'm a traditionalist. I like the deep thumping bass that rides in the background and has a little bit of just a little enough crispiness to it to kind of ride a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta go full on overdrive, cranked up mids.
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of SVT sound and anything with a low end and a little bit of crispiness on the top.
Yeah,
that's my favorite kind of bass tone.
That's why I have right now. I'm running a Harkey and a PV. So I got a PV 115 and a Harkey 210.
That's a good combo.
It's a good. It moves air. You know what I mean? That's what I have to move air. I can't. I don't like the SVTs with the 810s or the 610s. I want to move. I want a big ass. If I can have 18-inch speakers, I'm all over it. 15s and 12s are a good combo.
When we were younger, when we were doing all the Instinct stuff round one, he was using an 18 and 210s. He was the Black Widow cabinet.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had the 218 210.
That's a bit much.
Not when you're in the Frankie, man.
But it's a good tone. It was like a nice thunky thump with that high end top. It was great. It's a beautiful tone.
Yeah, well, on stage for Vicky, I had the I guess they called it the 3620, which was the 218 210 cab. And then on the other side of the stage, I had a ported Sun, which I dropped two 15-inch JBLs in, like really good JBL speakers, just kind of fill the stage up. I never had to turn up past like 5, even on the biggest stages.
Right.
But I was running an Ampeg V6B head. It was a 1976 Ampeg head, and the thing just had tone coming out the ass.
I had a V4.
Oh yeah,
my first tube amp in the world was a bass amp. I didn't know anything about amps. I just bought it off some guy. It was actually Finkelstein's brother.
Oh,
my first was a PV Mark III.
Yeah, he's not the center of the universe, but he's somewhere.
He's getting pretty close in my world. But it was a V4B, and I had a custom 115 cabinet underneath of it, non-padded custom.
Oh wow.
And then
you were chugging.
I was chugging. I was a guitar player, so I was playing an S1.
Chugging, man. You get those bigger speakers in there. You get some good thunky bottom out of those guys.
So then I got rid of that thing, and then I got an acoustic solid state distortion amp, but I didn't use the distortion on it. I used the clean channel, and then I finally got rid of that, and then I went to a Carvin X100B.
There you go.
I ran distortion pedals into for years and years and years and years, and it's sitting right to my left. So left to my left.
So it's still going for years and years and years more.
1987, I bought that thing. I bought it used at Zaff's on 5th Street, and I bought the cabinet at Philly Music Company in Bensalem. But it's actually not a Carvin cabinet. It's a Sonic cabinet with Celestions in it that I switched the nameplate out on so it would match.
I want to get a I'm actually probably looking at it like a GK backline as a secondary.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nah, I'm running the Harkey 3500 right now, which is plenty for what I'm doing, but I might go with try and get a 500 watt GK, or if I can find a 500 watt dark glass, I might go with that too.
Not familiar with dark glass, but GKs I am, and I'm staring at one right now. There's a little tiny one in my practice room. It's a 200 watter, and it's solid, man. The model up from it, or one or two up, actually comes with tubes. Comes with a 12AX7 in it. Well,
Okay.
this like everybody just bailed on the show, man. They're like, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they're talking about refrigerators.
Want to draw them back?
I put a new relay board in my fridge so the ice machine works again.
Oh
Should we
boy,
do this?
do you have a can opener? Okay,
I do have an opener. So since somebody can't drink this week,
I cannot.
let's do this one. See how loud it is.
Do you really want to? Do you really want to taste it?
I love this song. I love this show.
It's a great show.
Good job tonight, man. The tone, the levels are good. The sound's good. I'm happy for you guys.
Alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
I think it sums it up. So we're gonna do. We're doing non-alcoholic beer tonight.
What?
Yeah, I got a blood test again on Thursday this week. Well, it kept getting canceled.
I dare to pronounce that. Why Heistenfeiner?
Whatever.
Sure.
Maybe Fanner.
Yeah, whatever. So it's non-alcoholic. I think it's German.
It's the
Bavarian.
world's oldest brewery.
Oh, it is. Well,
That's what
maybe
it says.
World, maybe.
See, my cup still got food in it. All right,
That's okay.
I hear bass.
Sorry.
That's what this looks like.
That's
So-
cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's looking like real beer.
Smells like beer. Tastes like beer.
Tastes like beer.
Tastes
That's
like
very
beer.
good.
Tastes very good.
Again, a little citrusy.
Yeah.
On the back end.
Well, I
Oh,
just had a
that's-
Coca-Cola, so
I had some gum.
I was trying
so
to convince my brain that I was drinking a rum and Coke.
I do that every night.
Speaking of which, I'm doing that right now.
Oh,
Jealous.
yeah, I wound up drinking-
Thursday night's going to be a lot of fun in the Adler house. Friday morning's going to be really bad at work.
Oh,
Oh, man.
when I worked for my dad, that was every night.
Well,
Good
you know,
God.
most nights I have a glass of wine or a beer or stiff drink or whatever. It's, you know,
2 or 3.
it depends on how bad work was. And
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
sometimes it's,
Sometimes it's hard not to do it at work.
yeah.
I actually keep this quiet. Hey, everybody! I have a beer fridge at work.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I like that that one scene from The Office where Kevin was like, "You can't bring beer to work, but there's nothing in the rules that says you can't brew it at work." So he's got a big keg of beer brewing under his desk.
I mean, the funny thing is I'll do a conference call and occasionally I'll have the camera on and you know, for the calls, because you get on a call and everybody's got their camera on. And then everybody just stops in the meeting. They're like, where are you? I'm in my den. You have a bar. I'm like, I sure do. And then they see all the Kiss stuff and the Star Wars stuff. And they're like, that's a cool environment to work in.
And then all of a sudden, the meeting now becomes your meeting and about
Right.
your house and your guitars.
That's what happened to me today. I had a meeting out in the gazebo. I sat outside, and for
Oh, cool.
the first like I don't know how long it was, just like maybe 20 minutes of me like showing them the gazebo and talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And I had sunglasses on. I was drinking out of a pineapple. You know, had to do it all up.
Was it an upside down pineapple or right side up pineapple?
It was right side up. It was not SpongeBob's house or anything weird, but it was
No,
just
no,
like,
I just got to make sure you weren't attracting the swingers.
no. I see. I don't know any of that.
I remember
you-
that one guy behind you with the crazy deck. He strikes me as he could be a,
He might, yeah. He might do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
He said he's going to invite us over to have a drink, and I got nervous.
But
But there's always shit like that. Like since I was in 7th grade,
How are you?
I've hooked my keys to my belt loop,
yeah.
and then eventually that was like, well, you know what that means? I'm like, I don't want to know what it means. Just leave me alone.
Does everything have a meaning?
Everything has a meaning.
Oh.
Yes.
Am I the only one getting a boner right now?
I probably am wearing my bandana on the wrong hip or something when I'm playing.
Yeah, and it probably means you want to be like, violated with someone's fist or something. It's always something gross.
Hello.
It's never anything normal.
Right.
Like, it's not like, I walk around with like mistletoe hanging over me and someone comes
Are you
over.
a Peter Puffer?
No. But
Is that what that means?
what?
The
That?
bandana on your hip.
Maybe.
Are you a Peter Puffer?
I don't
Okay.
know. Jeez.
Yeah. I do actually like this. This is
That's
kinda
not
nice.
bad. It's
I
not
get a
bad.
bunch of that. So I've been trying to get some because Brie can't drink.
Sure.
So trying to find her something to drink. This stuff she said it was really good. So I figured give it a try.
Well,
I gave you that
Tell
one
her
in the hot
thanks.
tub by accident.
yeah.
You actually enjoyed it until
I
you
did.
found out it had no alcohol in it. And then you were like, get me alcohol, woman.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get to a place,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I don't know. I'll try again this week.
To get to a place.
So this is going to be the third attempt at getting this blood test done.
Wow.
The first time, I came down with COVID, and they frown upon you coming for a blood
Can't go to the
test
doctor if you're sick. Yeah.
if you have COVID. COVID round 2. And then the second time I went down and found out that my doctor neglected to tell me that and neglected to send a blood collection kit because the blood work I'm getting done is going to a special lab. So this will be attempt number 3.
Wow.
Hopefully that all works out because this might allow me to get off a drug I'm on, and not the kind of drug that makes you happy.
No. Well, that's cool.
So
Yeah, I remember one time I had to do
put
like
me on a different drug.
I had to do like all this blood work and the urinalysis and all this crap. And they actually sent a nurse out to the house. It was for insurance for work.
Mm-hmm.
So she did the whole thing in the kitchen. I was like, okay, you want to pee right here? She goes, no, I trust you. So went off and did that. Next day I come home and Bree and the nurse are sitting in the kitchen having a chat. I'm like, hi, you guys friends now? What's going on? Nurse is like, we lost your urine.
Oh my God.
I had to do it again. Paula does not want to.
Lemonade.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Paul, that's fine. We had, there's
Oh,
just some things you have to do sometime.
by the way, the lady that wrote us on the page wrote again today.
Yeah, I responded to her.
Okay, good. Because I'm not going
She
to.
sounds like a psychotic.
Well, she might be listening, but that's fine.
That's fine. Whatever. I don't respond to shit when people say, hey, if you pay me money, I'll do stuff. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, no.
No, we had that before.
I got some religious thing from that too. But yeah, I don't do that stuff. So it's amazing how many times lately I've gotten just random messages on either Facebook or it's always Facebook. Like somebody just like there was I love it when some woman who is like usually dressed in a bikini or a G-string or a postage stamp.
Yeah, that's some guy
Tries
named
to friend-
Abahula Tablakabala.
Yeah, and she tries to like friend me. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then you look at like her
Sure.
friends are all like old losers and stuff. I'm like, yeah, thanks for putting me in that demo,
Right.
asshole.
Yeah. So Paul probably gets the same thing I get too, because you want to friend to fans and stuff like that, right? So I always look at them and I'll pull them up, and then ones that have like a profile picture and 2 other things on there, and that's it. No way.
Nope.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Just joined Facebook yesterday.
The other thing I don't is I tend not to friend anybody who's got just a page full of political stuff, whatever
No way.
world it's
No, never.
structured in. I just
Loser.
I'm not into that. I mean, I might be into it in private, but I'm not into like being on somebody's social media with all that. It's unappealing to me.
Yeah, I don't do
I'm not on social media for political stuff. I'm here to push music.
I don't want to do politics, don't want to do religion, don't even really want to do sports so much. It's all the same thing to a lot of people,
Yeah, I just care about music, man.
you know?
That's why I'm here. I don't know what we're talking about now, but music we were talking about
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
as we sit in a room full of guitars.
Music? What are you talking about?
You got your guitars, I got mine.
Yep.
I've got mine back now. The kid has hers.
I've been jonesing for a white Les Paul custom. That's the thing that's been gnawing at me lately. Or a Black Explorer custom, which is an interesting.
What
little
did you
bird.
just unbox?
That's the thing that I've had for a while.
Oh, that's
I
what that
didn't-
was.
I unboxed that months ago.
Oh, you just didn't get the whole
But the-
video.
the video-
I gotcha.
It was a whole thing.
You need Ibanez Iceman.
I have one sitting right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's a PS10 model version.
Okay. They're still not bad. They're good guitars.
It's a great guitar, and this one's it's called a PS10 2.
I like it was a unique body style. They sounded good and they were fun to play.
Yeah, it's all that mahogany. I mean, it really, to me, I think it has a maple neck, but it's very similar to an Explorer.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Play something.
Julian wants you to play something.
Oh, I can.
I heard a Thunderbird the other day, and now I want one.
Ooh.
Thunderbird bass.
Matt's got a bunch of those, dude. He's like really into Thunderbirds. Let me see if I can get the rig fired up. Hold on.
All right. Nice.
I am off headphones, so I can't hear anything if anybody's talking.
So anyway. All right, I won't try not to talk about it. So.
Yeah.
God
Just don't talk about Paul's underwear right now, okay?
I don't want to ever do that. That's horrifying.
It's like 7,000 feet long.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I had to take out of my bag. It's like, a mile long, all kinked, 15 knots in it. Pain in my ass. Let me get the beer shit out of your way. I like that the microphones are so good now. They pick up the bag moving.
It's pretty impressive.
It's kind of scary. I have to try to be quiet, not like, hope my balls don't squeak on the stool or something. Never know, man. I don't want somebody like,
I hear you guys fart all night,
That's not me.
For the microphone. Yeah.
What?
I got to run a cable for a microphone.
You do? Play it into that one.
The amp's over there.
It'll pick it up. Maybe I'll throw my mic over there. It's not like I have anything to do.
It's 2 seconds.
Jeez.
Not much else to do.
Ah.
At least that's what they told me.
Oh, you have to fast for this thing, huh?
What?
You have to fast for your blood draw?
Yes.
Nice.
12-hour fast.
I always like that.
I don't know why they call it a fast. That's long.
Well, it's like when Brie was in the hospital, they had her fast for something for a day, and then they canceled it, and then they had her fast the next day, and they canceled it. And I said, you're going to kill her. She has to have something eventually.
You got to eat it once in a blue moon.
Yeah, like I hate Einstein. They're like the worst hospital in the world. I think the first time we did a show that I did some commercials for them. So if you really like dying, go to Einstein.
It rhymes too. It's good.
Yep.
Diet Einstein.
Die at Einstein.
Einstein.
It's not.
I was born
It
at
sounds
Einstein.
smart, but it's not.
Oh, is Paul back on headset yet or no?
No, he's still trying to plug. He's trying to plug a mic cable in. There you go.
All right. Yeah, it's got to pick a guitar.
Yeah. Pick the one you were just talking about.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's in tune, but we'll see if it's in tune.
So when Paul gets back on, I want to talk about the Union Fire Hall.
Okay. He's tuning a guitar right now.
He saw the video, but I want to give this me on the place.
We'll
There
probably
you
go
go.
out of tune as soon as I
Oh, well,
get
yeah.
in the first note because it's not broken in. Now I got to turn it.
Oh, my God. There's too many switches. Yeah. Oh, hey, whoa. What just went up my ass? Ah,
What?
the guitar cable just slid by in a very uncomfortable way.
You got aliens over there.
I don't like that. Oh, that's definitely on.
Yep.
I'm over here noodling, but I'm not plugging the. I didn't plug the amp in because I don't want you guys to be yelling at me the whole time.
Still sounds out of tune.
So, Paul,
Yeah.
I went, as you know, I went and hung out at that show the other night.
Yep.
A couple of pretty cool people, and the hall's pretty nice. I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. The sound system's good. The lighting system's good. They got room to add more DMX effects if you have stuff you want to add in.
Okay.
I got some pictures of the soundboard and the lighting board and all that other stuff. Actually, there's no soundboard. It's all software based.
Was it a X32?
I'm not sure it was an X32. Well, software based. It was plenty loud. Only thing that bothered me a little bit was the drums. I think he was probably scared to hit the kick in there. He's worried about blowing them out. But I wanted a little more kick. You know what I mean? It's a rock and roll show, man. I need snare and kick. But other than that, like the hall itself, the place was good. Bartenders were really, really cool. I'll tell you a story off air because I don't want it to be saved.
Was it a big room?
It's a big room. You can fit 350, 400 people in there easy. It's a very long room.
Hey, it's not the length of the room, man.
Anyway, this is the Ibanez you were asking about, dude.
What a sweet.
Is it coming through? Or no?
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
Like this. I haven't played this in a long time. Gets the harmonics going.
13 or 14 years old, and I joined my first band. The guitar player had one of those, and he always had a good tone, and it always just stuck in my head.
Probably it was his amp more than the guitar.
Possibly. He was playing through Marshall.
That's what I'm playing through right now.
We got a whole bunch of songs together. Here I am, like 14 years old, ready to play out. And this guy was like, these guys, the drummer and the guitar player were like in their 20s, I guess. They were scared to play out. I'm like, dude, let's go.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm fun with that.
This is a nice playing guitar.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a flat neck though. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Didn't even go out of tune yet too much.
no, it didn't. Is that they like that? I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think, Julian?
Probably bailed on the show.
No, he's still there.
He's just waiting for us to stop talking music so he can get in on some other stuff. Quiet tonight, though, Steve.
Must be something good on TV.
Yeah.
It's like Tuesday, the Happy Days or something.
What's
I forget.
weird is this guitar is still playing with the volume on 0
Oh. Oh,
Beat your
no.
pots.
in that one position. It was
Mm.
like, see, that should be dead.
Ugh.
That's interesting.
Hey, Stephanie?
All right,
Nice.
it's gonna buzz. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, that was more of a pop. Now it's buzzing.
Yeah. Stand by.
I'm not gonna mess with that too much more. There we go.
It's funny because I was jonesing to play that amp today.
Well, there you go. Now you don't have to worry about it anymore. You got your wish.
All better.
Chance to play in the last day or so. So that was fun.
Noise.
That's not really playing, but it's something.
Yeah, well, you know.
Holy shit! There's a whole bunch of people chit chatting in the
Yeah, they're
Facebook.
just going on without us.
Rick King. Okay. King Rick.
There you have it. Yeah.
Vinny's on board. Where's that?
I see
Vinny?
him. He's all over it.
I guess Facebook forgot that he was banned.
Well, no, he said, I told him that if he called you on Messenger, you could run him through, right?
I just don't know if he'll hear you.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm not sure if it runs backward. I don't think it does. He would have to listen in delay, and that would screw up everything.
Yep.
So if Jim opened his Facebook
Nice open.
and then we called him through there, it would work that way. So if you open up a secondary window of Facebook, then we can pull this whole thing together.
There you go.
So now look up Vinny Salvia
He's right there.
and just open a chat window with him and call his butt. Vinny, we're going to call you. So answer. Hello? Hello?
No answer.
Hello.
They just answered. Did you hear that?
No.
Pizza.
Hello.
He said no answer. I think he declined
Hello?
to speak.
Hello.
He doesn't want to come on.
He says
Hello?
I'm good.
That's fine.
Hello. Yes.
That doesn't sound like Vinny, though.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
What did you do?
I watch Spaceballs.
Sir.
Spaceballs, the movie.
I haven't seen a lot of shit about that lately. What's
You
going on?
understand?
Matrix glitching?
What about Spaceballs?
Yeah. It's
Maybe
weird, like
maybe
random
Mel's
shit.
getting ready to pull a move.
I don't know. I think Mel's too old for that shit.
He's still got it, man. I was watching something recently with him. He's still on top of his game.
Sharp, dude. He's sharp.
I saw Jerry Seinfeld interviewed him like probably about 3 years ago when he does that thing, comedians in cars getting coffee.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I think he interviewed, if I'm not mistaken, it was him and Carl Reiner were at Carl Reiner's house. This is crazy. These guys just like
Jesus.
hang out and eat TV dinners and watch TV and stuff.
Shit.
Millionaires eating TV dinners.
Tim Conway was my favorite. He was my favorite from that era.
I like Don Knotts too.
Don Knotts and
Tim
Rickles.
Conway did a lot of cool stuff together.
Rickles killed me. That guy was the goddamn
Harvey
funniest.
Keitel was always funny.
Oh yeah.
Guy not from that time.
Corman.
Well,
Corman. What am I thinking of?
Harvey Korman, yeah.
Aye.
But I always liked George Carlin.
I think that was like the first comedy record I ever bought.
Oh, Carlin Comes Alive or whatever it's
It
called,
was,
Carlin Live.
Yeah, it's one of the Blackboard one, whichever one that is. I don't know.
I might have that.
Oh, now he's calling.
Now he's calling in. All right.
Hey, hang on. I have to call you. It's not going to work here.
We're going to have to call you, Vinny. So hang in there, kid.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello.
Stop that. All right.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Let's call the wrong person.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello. Hello.
Now we're calling. There he is.
Not hearing
think?
anything. You got any volume on that thing?
There's volume.
Don't turn the camera on.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't have my skirt on.
Hello?
There you are.
There he is.
Hello?
You're live.
Vinny Bag of Donuts is on the show now.
I got a real low volume here.
On your phone or on the show?
I'm blasting as loud as I can go right
Okay.
now.
Okay, I'm a volume muted.
Well, that'll do it, Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Hello?
confused.
Hello.
I'm not very technology inclined.
Well, neither are we.
Hello?
That's why we're on Saturday.
Hello. Hello.
I tried to get on. That's when I found out that Facebook blocked me for 28 days for something I posted a year ago.
Well, that always works well.
Yeah, their algorithm gets around to it eventually.
And that's why I said to Pat, I don't know if we're going to do Paul's podcast because I can't go live. I tried to do Podbeam. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing there.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Podbean's weird. If you go on with an account, we can
I've
see.
never figured out how to work that,
If
but I've
you-
never tried because I've always been doing it. I tried it like once when we were off the air, but
I tried it twice with you guys and it never worked.
Yeah, it's
You
weird.
got it.
Rewatches every once in a while.
but
and
see,
it
this
doesn't
way
even show
you
up.
could have this. This works.
Yeah, this works.
This works fine.
Yeah, we did this about a month ago, Paul.
Yeah, you did it through mine, but you
Yeah.
couldn't hear anything else because the way I did it was crazy. I had a speaker hooked up and a microphone near a speaker so everybody could hear the
Yeah,
people
you
on
had
the
all
phone.
kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, I was sitting in my room with the old man light on, and it was bad.
Can you hear me too, Mouse?
Tried to call me, but it didn't ring. So I tried to call him.
I couldn't pick up because it would have been on my phone.
Yeah, you were rude.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you hanging up
Now,
on me?
can you hear me too, Mouse?
Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pat.
See, it's all
Yeah.
come together now.
Oh, look, everything works for a change. What the
It's-
hell?
You know, it's like so. 2 weeks from now, the whole thing will just fall apart.
And now what
You
you
know
have
what
to do
you
is just
know you
get
got to do?
pump it there.
Every week you got to do an intro with the guitar. This way everything falls in place.
Potentially.
I can do
Yeah.
that.
Well, maybe next week Jim's taking vacation. So hey, Jim Bax is on live. That's crazy. He's never been on live on the show either. Jim is he was like the guitar hero of guitar heroes when I was in high school. That's kind of cool. Next week, maybe while Jim's on vacation, maybe I'll just do like, one of my guitar room deals. I'll set all this shit up and I'll just sit here and demo guitars for an hour and
I'll just sit on the beach
do
and
guitar
call you and keep
geek
interrupting.
speak. Yeah. But I have a week coming up in October where I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, me too. Well,
And
I'll be here.
I don't think that night. No, I'll be in Disney. So I will not be
Ew.
calling in anything other than I'll probably get like, some mouse beer or something.
There you go.
Hey,
Well, I got some of that mouse wine. It sent me to the hospital.
I am determined this time. We're doing Disney and Universal in a like little 3-day sprint here.
Ugh.
I'm going to try and get butter beer because I've never had it and I just want to
It's
try it.
stupid good.
I heard it's really sweet.
It's sweet, but it's
Sweet.
very good.
Do they have alcoholic version of it?
You could bring something, I'm sure.
No, I'm just asking. Like,
No, I don't think they do.
Oh, because that would be
No.
even better.
I mean, you would think. I mean, I think even in the movie, it's actually
got alcohol
It's got
in it.
alcohol.
Yeah.
but this doesn't because kids want it.
And meanwhile, they're like showing kids drinking it and
It's-
sneaking
it's
it, just
the-
like real life.
It's Europe, man. That's the
Yeah.
no. They don't sneak it. That in Europe, you can reach the bar, you can drink.
Yep.
We were there. I was there when I was 16.
What's
and
wrong with this country?
The wine guy, like there was a guy with a wine cart, and he used to follow us around because he knew we were going to buy shit.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to go back. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm going in and on a Tuesday, going to Disney, and in the daytime I'm going to be going to the Star Wars thing. That was the whole point of this trip. I think it's raining. And then that evening I'm going to Epcot, and I'm going to probably
Drink your
do
ass off.
Gardens of the Galaxy if we can get a spot, because you have to make reservations for all these rides now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
want to do
ridiculous.
Ratatouille because it looks fun.
Yeah, I
You
just
know Eric Marsher and Denise,
Say
Paul?
yes.
You know Eric and Denise
Eric and Denise.
Marsher?
Yes, I went to a party at their house about
Epcot.
15 years ago. I went to a party at their house. They lived in a townhome. I don't know if they still do now.
No, they live in Florida. They work at Epcot, both of them.
They do?
know.
Well, they used to
Yeah.
live in Jersey.
That's like
Yeah.
Epcot.
God, I would love to
They
work
moved
at
to
Epcot.
Florida a few years ago.
Good for them.
Yeah, hook up, see if he can hook you up.
He doesn't know me that well. I was just a fly on the wall in there.
No, I knew the guy I knew the guy at the park that was Eeyore. He could do nothing. They're powerless.
Well, a guy I used to work with, him and his wife, they transferred down to Florida. He left our company. She got a job working for Disney, and I don't know what she does there, but they have free passes to everything every day.
Yeah, that's what I said. Get in touch with Eric.
But
I'll get in touch with him.
I'm
for you.
only doing Disney the one day. We're going in the morning. We're staying overnight. So we're going to do, the studio thing, and then we're doing Epcot at night. The next morning, getting up early and driving over to Universal, and we're going to check in our hotel. Well, not early. We're going to probably take our time because check-in's probably not till 3
What
o'clock.
hotel are you going to go to stay at a Universal?
We are going to try a new place this year. It's a place that looks like Italy. It's right next to the Hard Rock.
Shitty?
Looks
So
like
that's
Italy.
actually really cool because I believe when you get a room there, you get free fast passes.
And that's why we booked the place, because
But
we
I
were
listen,
going
I
to
work
stay
for
at,
NBC Universal.
what's that?
I work for NBC Universal.
You son of a bitch.
So what I do when I go there now, is I'll get a free day pass.
Yeah.
I'll book like the Hard Rock, and I'll stay there. And if I were to buy fast passes, it would cost me more than the room. So I might as well just get the room. So we get the room. with
It's
free
so
fast
worth it
passes.
to just stay at the hotel. Because we did that for New Year's one year. We stayed at the Hard Rock, and we went to Universal and did all that stuff. And then we stayed at Cabana Bay, which Cabana Bay is probably one of my favorite hotels in all of the places, Disney and Universal. It's fun. It's a fun place, and it's kid friendly, but you don't feel like you're being
Having kids jam down your throat.
yeah, like my wife
we
and
don't
I
do that on this show.
we did the lazy river, and it was great. It was great to even hang out with all the kids and stuff like. I mean, because I'm past that age where I'm getting to the grandpa stage at this point. But so when we go to Universal, the first day we're just going for the Halloween Horror Nights, and we got the all access for that because we did it a few years ago. We did not get the all access, and that sucked because it was an hour and 15, hour and 20 minute for every house that we went to. So I can't do that. I don't have the stamina to stand there, and I just start going fucking crazy. So we got the fast pass lines, which will probably be like 25 minutes.
Yeah, they're still long.
Then the next day we're going back into Universal to do the park, both sides, which my wife and I have done that. I don't know, this will probably be like our 5th or 6th time doing that.
There's a couple rides that they don't do the fast pass for. So like the Hagrid's ride, if you haven't done it.
We did it.
Yeah, they don't do the fast pass for that.
That ride was pretty cool with the animatronics. I like the castle has the fast pass.
Yeah, it does.
Castle. And
We went at the right time, man, because I didn't wait more than 2 minutes per ride, except for the ones that didn't have the fast pass.
yeah, when we did the second time we went, we had the fast passes, and we went into the castle and just right on the ride, got off, went back in. We did it 3 times in a row. But I will say this, of all the rides I've been on it in my entire life, the castle, the Harry Potter school, Hogwarts, whatever. If you're going to wait in line to go on a ride, that is the place to wait in line. There is so much activity, interactive displays as you go through. There's, as you may remember if you've watched the movies or read the books, the
few times.
paintings in the movies all
Mhm.
are alive. Well, they've taken screen technology and incorporated into actual painting rooms some of these screens, and it is impossible when you first see it to know what's real and what's not. And all of a sudden it's like you're in the movie. It's fantastic, excellent work. And now that's getting to be probably 9 years old, that technology. I heard that Guardians of the Galaxy is now the premier ride in Florida. That is the number one technological ride.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, it just opened up 3 weeks ago. So I'm hoping we can get in to see that. I mean, I'm going in October, the first week. It should be kind of slow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
I've been there in October. It's not that slow.
There's really never a slow time since COVID hit.
There's not a slow time period. There's always people going down there. They live there.
January. I did Disney in January one year. Got on and off Space Mountain like 4 times in a row with no line.
That's weird.
It was January 21st or something like that.
Oh, kids just went
I
back.
love Space Mountain too. It's a fun ride.
I went on it one time. Last time we were there a few years ago, I wanted to go and no one wanted to go on. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to stand in line while you guys wait. So
Yeah.
never mind.
Pat, so you probably know all about the new park that's being built.
I may.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. This is how goofy I am, man. If there's 2 places I want to buy a second home or move permanently to, it's either Vegas in the district called the Red Rock area, Summerlin,
Okay.
or I want to live just outside of Orlando. Just so, like, if I'm going to be somewhere, I want to be where I can go be around the stuff I
Where
love.
it's
the
hot.
most.
So I have a place on the other side of Florida.
We're on the Tampa side.
Yeah. So it's like it's like an hour and a half, 2 hour ride if I
An
want
hour and a half ride. Depends on where you're at.
Not bad.
I was looking at properties in Odessa online recently.
Okay.
I just got bombed.
Not that Odessa.
You know what I like about the other side though is the Gulf is much nicer. than
It
the-
is.
So
The-
and it's worth the drive. Really, if you get up early and go, you can go to Disney, you can go to Universal, you can go to Miami for Pete's sake, whatever you
We
want to
did
do.
an hour and 15 minutes. We drove from my mom's place. My mom lives in San Antonio, which is north of Tampa by about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And, it's so in a half an hour, I can be down at the Sam Ash, 20 minutes down at the Sam Ash and the Hard Rock casinos down there.
Yep.
So there's a guitar in this room from the Sam Ash in Tampa. It's staring right at us, that white guitar right there. That was a fun trip with my dad.
I don't like Florida. Hate it.
Well, you lived there and
Yeah,
you had an
that's why.
experience.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was horrible before and after that. It's not a good place when you're like, an adolescent or, when you can't drive, but you're older than just watching TV and watching cartoons.
Well, yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't really go outside and play in the grass. You'll get fire ants up your ass.
And I did. Yeah. We used to wrestle around the grass. I got my head thrown into a fire ant mound. That sucked. Yeah. Everything's trying to kill you.
Yeah. It's not
Get
friendly
chased by
that
an
way.
alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. It's
Like living in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, that's even worse because all those animals are prehistoric monsters. Jesus Christ,
my
fucking
buddy-
Tasmanian devils
buddy-
glow under black light. What the hell is that about?
My buddy lives out there. He's always telling me, come on out. Everything out here will kill you except for my voice cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen pictures where people are just sitting down there in their house, like reading a book, and they look up in the corner and there's a spider the size of like your head. Up in
Oh,
the
yeah,
corner. I'm
his
like,
wife-
no.
His
come on.
wife posts pictures like that on Facebook. Oh, look what was in the garage today.
My sister-in-law.
It's a koala spider. It's like
Speaking
somehow
of-
like so
speaking of
unspeakable in that birth.
Speaking of spiders,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
sister-in-law sends us a picture last night from her basement. And it's a spider on the wall. And it was one of those I can't think of the name of it
Brown
now.
recluse.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's about this big.
Oh,
And-
good.
I don't know.
Are they
I
that
got-
big?
It looked
lost
like
the
it was
floor in my
based on the
face.
size of the cinder block in her basement.
Oh, that's gross.
And she had to call an exterminator because, you know, they
Or an
can kill you.
arsonist, either one.
Yeah. Well, that the option was call the exterminator or burn the house down. I
Yeah.
said burn the house down.
Well, it's like one time I came home, Bree's like, did you put that spider on the toilet as a joke? I don't ever want to hear that. I don't fucking want to come home and hear that ever.
When my sister was little, I used to take like rubber spiders or snakes and stuff. I'd put them in the freezer.
Dick.
Then I would
Oh,
put them
God.
in her sheets,
Oh.
and then
See, they would have stabbed me if I did that.
and then I used to run wire into her room. So I this is before wireless technology. This is like, the olden days. So I had all these extra car speakers. I used to take TVs apart and take parts out of things. So I mounted a speaker in her bed frame
Nice.
and ran wires in there.
You're evil.
I am. And I had
this is
all kinds of delays. And what are you doing?
Jesus.
Like Back to the Future. Not Back. What was that? shit?
Yeah, it was like in Back to the
Yeah,
Future.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like real genius.
from the future. I am Darth Vader. And I used to do that shit to my sister. And, all of a sudden she starts screaming and crying. And then,
Jesus.
Your mom beat your ass.
they never, I don't know. I must have done it when they were on vacation a lot. I don't know.
My sisters did that shit to me, but like they never got in trouble for it, really. They did it with that Little Miss No Name doll.
Oh, yeah.
That scary fucking thing. Oh,
The speaker in the bed was the best, though.
damn.
That was good. Oh, God. We used to-
Yeah, every time I did something like that, I got my ass kicked. But they would. I remember one time walked into the living room and my sister was laying on the floor watching TV, and she had really long nails. I was wearing shorts. She just reached up and scratched my leg, and I just kind of like kicked her. My mom came out of nowhere and just beat the shit out of me. Like, you don't hurt your sister. I'm like, I'm bleeding.
You must have done something to deserve that.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, I walked into the room. What was I thinking?
I am alive, mother. Therefore, I am.
But this is also the woman I came home at like 2:30 in the morning once when I was about 16, and she was sitting on the floor with I think I told you, all the weekly world news is spread all over the place.
Those good publications.
Yeah. And then she looks over at me and
We're all going to die, you know.
she gives me that look like she's going to have a conversation. I'm like, shit. She comes up. Can I ask you a question? Another one, you mean? Don't be a smartass. Are you a vampire? I'm like,
Well,
good night,
yes,
Mom.
I am, Mom.
Good night. I'm going to bed. I don't want to deal with this. She's like, no, I really need to know. I'm like, are you serious?
My parents were concerned when they saw the, I had a 666 Black Sabbath poster, Black Light poster. I still have it. It's in the other room. And I had the Number of the Beast album poster. on
Oh,
the
I
wall.
couldn't do that. Yeah.
And there was a lot of conversation in the house. We're Jews, we don't really even believe in the devil or any of that stuff. But there was a lot of
Still.
conversation.
I mean, she turned on my stereo when she was like, she bumped, I guess it was a big rack system and one button turned it all on, and she bumped it and a CD. I had Queen's It's Kind of Magic in it.
Yeah,
And One Vision fires up and there's like backward talking in it.
sure.
Oh, she lost her shit. She I hear her screaming. I'm like 2 miles from the house. I hear my name being called. I go back. She's like,
I'm
do
okay
you
with
have
you.
something evil in this house? I'm like, Mom, you
Yes.
really have to be more specific. Which room?
Yes, mother.
Oh, everything was.
I would have had a
evil
free
here.
for all. I used to call people and do phony phone calls because I had all this equipment. So
Oh yeah.
You're the next contestant on the radio show. You've won a
Got that
trip.
phone call.
Just tell us your name and AM 650 will get you bucks.
and
I think you called me. I remember that phone call.
Do that too. We used to, and you debase people. We'll do anything.
oh, people went nuts. I mean, and I was when I was about 15, my voice got to be just about where it is now. So, I had this character I did named John Jay from WTEL Radio. Hello, this is John Jay from WTEL Radio in Philadelphia. You've never heard of us, but we're famous. And we used to call people and do stuff. And I used to call people. And when they answered the phone, I'd say, "Hey, Sal's Pizza." And they're like, "Hello?" Yeah, Sal's Pizza. No, you called me. No, you called me. What do you want? You want a pizza or what? Put your order in now or get off my line. You're tying up all the calls.
Yeah, they believe you then.
Oh, and it would go on, and we used to do it to Russ a lot.
All before caller ID.
Before caller ID. Yeah.
I got busted with that once. I'm like, never again. Because we used to call people
Yeah,
and say we were from the Society for the Preservation of the Rotation of the Earth. We'd be like, you don't realize that every time you drive your car,
Earth's flat.
every time you drive your car in the opposite direction of the Earth's rotation, you bring us all closer to a standstill.
Oh, people.
Like we had the whole thing written down, and they were like, some people would listen to it.
I'm sure they did.
And I'm thinking, like, I'm probably related to them, but they would really listen. They'd be like, really? And we're like, no, just hang up. Like, eventually we just ran out of shit to do. But
I got to see if I can find this thing, and I'll play this for you. This is funny. I got to do, where is that
stuff.
I got to find stuff and then
do stuff with the stuff.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
This is pretty funny.
Speaking of writing stuff, I realized the other day. Do you know, like, remember the kids who used to, you'd have you'd have to do a paper and it's like 1,000 words, and they would be like, "This one's very, 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 very." Just fill it out.
Oh yeah, of course.
They're internet writers now. They're in very great demand.
Writing very.
Because if you think about it, you ever read a news article online and it's like all it does is it never gets to the point.
Oh, they have page after page.
It just goes around and around. It's like, it talks about, like, Mark Hamill thinks this about his famous, most favorite Star Wars, and you never get to the point.
No,
because they want you to keep scrolling. I can't believe that. My guidance counselor is worthless.
The more writing you got to go through, the more advertisements you have to scroll through.
Exactly. They just want you to keep scrolling down till you get all the ads. It drives me nuts.
You know what drives me nuts is when you're doing that on your phone, you start to run out of memory, and the shit just kind of slows down and gets chuggy. And I'm like, oh, you know what?
Yeah, because there's like 17 ads running.
Yeah, I'm done. I get halfway through an article, I'm like, I'm not dealing with it.
You've got literally 2 paragraphs to get to the point.
What I'll do is, if I see a topic like that, I'll then go on the internet and just look it up.
Yeah. In that article.
Works much better.
Yeah.
I'm never going to find this.
Yeah, I feel.
It was in a group chat from work.
Oh.
It was goddamn funny. Maybe I'm looking on the wrong person. Let's see. That's that. Where's the other? There he is. He's down there. He's out. So maybe it'll still be in here.
It should be.
It was a YouTube link. Tuesday. What's today?
Tuesday.
All day.
That's from last week then. Where's yesterday?
Yeah, I came in this morning and I looked at my chat window and it popped up in Teams, and I
I
was already getting yelled at.
It's deleted.
There you go.
Here it is. I got it. All right, listen to this crazy shit.
Here at Rockwell Automation's world headquarters, research has been proceeding to develop a line of automation products that establishes new standards for quality, technological leadership, and operating excellence. With customer success as our primary focus, work has been proceeding on the crudely conceived idea of an instrument that would not only provide inverse reactive current for use in unilateral phase detractors, but would also be capable of automatically synchronizing cardinal gram meters. Such an instrument comprised of Dodge gears and bearings, Reliance electric motors, Allen Bradley controls, and all monitored by Rockwell software is Rockwell Automation's Retro Encabulator. Now, basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it's produced by the modial interaction of magnetoreluctance and capacitive diractance. The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the 2 spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panametric fam. The lineup consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus O deltoid type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the
I
stator.
get caught in that now.
Every seventh conductor being connected by a non-reversible Tremie pipe to the
Yes, we have.
differential girdle spring on the up
The
end of the
girdle
gram
spring.
meters. Moreover, whenever fluorescent score motion is required, it may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation dingle arm to reduce sinusoidal
Well, if it's a
degeneration.
dingle arm, sure.
The retroencabulator has now reached a high level of development, and it's being successfully used in the operation of Milford Trunnions. It's available soon wherever Rockwell Automation products are sold.
It's like the size of a room.
I didn't know what was going on when he sent it to me. I thought he was sending me a training video.
Oh, God help me.
And I'm
that's a
like,
training video.
I have never heard terms like that. I'm like, this is bullshit. This is all fake.
Yeah, it's crap.
That's
It was
great.
all shit, dude. That was hilarious.
Oh my God.
He got you though. It sounds like.
He got me in the first 30 seconds. I was like, what's going on here?
I have been doing training recently that sounds a lot like that.
It's funny, man.
Yeah, you could say.
It got me on Ding Alarm.
Yeah. Confabulator?
Confabulator.
Yeah, like it.
Girdle gear.
That could be a thing though.
You never know. You never know.
I mean, God, I know one night I was running around asking my wife if she's seen my
Patty Phillips in the house. Kelly Crew in the
if
house.
she saw my what the hell was it? My G string or something, you know, like
On the guitar.
no.
Oh,
I
the
was
other
look-
one.
I was looking for like the like God, I can't think what the hell it's called now. I was like, but it was basically like, it sounded like it was like underwear, but it's just the thing that holds up your hockey socks.
Gotcha.
So I was looking for my girdle and other stuff. It's terrible.
Where's my girdle?
I had a girdle and it was a garter belt. I'm like, "Where's my
Please.
garter belt."
Please, please.
Oh, I gotta send you this, Paul. You'll get a kick out of this.
Yeah, man. As long as it's not copyrighted, we'll take it.
No, it's definitely not copyrighted.
Hopefully that wasn't copyrighted because then
Well, you never know. They said Rockwell
it's funny though. We get away with Chicken Man
because nobody knows what it is.
every week. Chicken Man.
You get away with a lot of stuff. They just pick and choose what they're going to nail you for.
Yeah.
Depends on whatever their
Yeah, it
weirdo
did broccoli
algorithm
for
finds.
a year. From a year ago,
Yeah.
something I posted.
Yeah,
But
all
now
of a
I got it
sudden,
on Facebook Live.
stuff is, they're finding all this shit. They're weeding through everything. It takes a while to get through all of it.
Oh, I've seen that, Pat.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
Zapper.
Yeah.
What's this first one? Oh my. I can't.
Oh, that's mean. A Toyota. God. Yeah, she looks happy as hell.
Ooh,
She was
boy.
trying to sue them because she thought she worked so hard to make her beer quota or something like that. To win the
Yeah.
contest.
And then she thought that the lightsaber was a dildo.
I'll tell you what's worse than the battery on the nose is find somebody with braces.
Oh.
We knocked a kid out doing that once. It was awesome.
Oh, you know what? I gotta
Is it a volt battery or something
A
stronger?
9-volt battery. We touched his braces and he just went down.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Paul, I gotta see if I can share this with you. You guys gotta see this. This is a
I put a 12 volt in my mouth, kind of like you do it like a AA or a AAA.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
I did it, but it was half dead.
My God, it was like the vertical hold on my eyes went. I felt like I rebooted my
It
head.
took a second for that to kick in.
Yeah, it flipped. It was exactly like an old TV. I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
We used to test batteries like that when we were playing gigs. Oh, I think the 9 volts out on this pedal.
Nope, it's fine.
I did that to my dog.
That's cool.
Had a Doberman. I don't think the battery.
I dared a friend of mine to do this guy Matt is a friend of mine, Paul, and I dared him to do this.
Cooking with Corey versus Mealtime Matt. It's not showing us anything when I click on it though. It's a group.
Oh, it won't let you into it?
And it says this has been hidden because something with we can't see it.
That's not.
So this guy he's a friend of mine. He's a really good dude. Crazy, he's a son of a bitch. So I said something along the lines this morning when I was chatting with him. I said, "Oh, what are you going to do? Put a taser on your tongue?" He goes, "Are you? What are you? Is that one of them? I can't think of the word right now, but he's like a challenge. He goes, "Is that a challenge?" I'm like, "All right, yeah, it's a challenge." So he did a video of him tasering his tongue.
Oh, how long did he lose his taste for?
Dude, I've been crying laughing at this all day long.
Oh my god!
That's like the guys who take those. They look like little tennis rackets, and they're electrified. Use them to hit bugs.
Yeah.
And they touch them to their nipples.
What?
I don't know.
I saw that. Oh god!
I burnt my nipple
They
off.
do it. I've seen video of people doing it.
I don't know what happened, Doc. I was just
They're
kind
not
of
even
screwing
that- no.
around and I burnt my nipple off.
They're not that.
That would
verbose.
start a forest fire on me.
Ugh.
My nipple would flame up and then my whole chest hair would catch on fire.
Well, there you go.
You'd be like the 40-year-old virgin.
You don't have to manscape then. Just set it all on fire.
Now I'm the 55-year-old virgin. It's all turning gray.
Ugh.
It's starting in the center and bleaching out. You know, it's weird.
Well,
It's,
at least it's doing it.
It's you're symmetrical.
Hey, I don't want
Yes.
to be weird.
as opposed to my beard, which has patches and strange things going on. That's why I
Why
color.
you don't
it.
have like giant tufts hanging out of your ears? I've seen that, and it's really
I'm very. I have a pair of tweezers. Maybe.
Yes, yeah,
and it
yeah.
sounds strange when you
More.
pull the hairs out of your ears.
That's like the Princess Bride guy. The gnome had all the hairs growing out of his ears.
trying to remember that scene.
Yeah, which one was that?
Hmm.
I know there is some guy who's like got the Guinness Book of World Record for it. And it's disgusting.
With the longest nose hair?
Long ear hair.
Oh,
And he's just like walks around like that. He's so
that's
happy.
weird.
Sick fucker.
I didn't know
I'm
it could
gonna
grow
call
indefinitely.
Well, I think you have to be from certain parts of the world. And you have
I
to kind of
see.
try.
Easy there, fella.
What?
I don't know.
I said you have to be from Earth. Give me a break.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff. I know. I think I read something like, I forget where in Asia. It's like a thing where they just somebody, I don't know, they clean your ear or they pluck. I don't know what the hell they do. Like they just get, it's like if you go and get a massage, that's what they do. And they just play with their ears
Nice.
all day. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mm.
no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get the 4 tons of wax out.
Well, then I have, they have
I
all
met
the
her at the M3 after party with Pat's wife.
sweet.
What'd you do?
Ashlyn Banks was hanging out with your wife at the after party.
Yep.
She just scrolled through my feed. I was showing Jim. She's an attractive one.
They're friends. They talk. She's got that
She's a
whole.
breather.
She
She's a
has the
good breather.
entourage. The wife has the entourage.
Easy now.
Eventually, we'll get to it, Jimmy. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. Still trying to figure out. It's the same pose every time.
Well, you know,
I mean, it's
You
very
gotta-
consistent.
the assets are always on display.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Or she crazy glued her arm to her head. Anything's possible.
No offense, Ashley.
No. I'm just saying. I've done it. I think the worst was I crazy glued my fingertip to my lip once. That was no fun.
Sir, are you thinking about something? No, I glued my finger to my lip. Very funny, sir.
I am sort of pensive about the fact that I glued my finger to my lip.
$1 million.
I do remember one time in Florida, I had a lizard bite me on the lip. and I
Why
couldn't
were you
get it.
kissing it?
I wasn't. It jumped up and just bit me.
I got stung in the eye by a bumblebee.
Balls.
What's that?
I got stung in the eye by a
First on
bumblebee.
balls.
Why?
I was bored.
I've never been that bored.
My girlfriend bet at me. I won.
You sure?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a win.
Damn.
Damn.
Actually, it actually didn't hurt. Your earlobes are thicker than your ball sack skin.
Yeah, I care a lot less about my earlobes than my ball sack.
But I'm saying it didn't hurt.
I'm just weird like that.
I said,
I won the bet. That's all that
Mom,
matters.
please stop.
I still say it sounds like you lost. But
Come on, please stop.
I remember going down
Well,
South Street and finding like those piercing magazines in like some of the shops down there.
Oh,
Some of the
yeah.
shit people did, and I'm like, oh
I looked through those because I was like, I think I saw a nipple on a chick.
yeah. I mean, I knew people that
Stop
like
it.
forked their tongues and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's always fun.
what's that about? I don't understand. I still don't understand guys
Touch it.
with tongue studs.
Yeah. Well, Mike Calmia has those.
What the hell for?
I don't. Hey, listen, I don't ask.
They're fashion statements. I had my eyebrow, my nose, my tongue, my nipple, my balls. It's just a fashion statement back in the 90s.
Huh.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
too busy
oh,
being a suburban dad in the 90s.
Yeah, I just went out and bought nice sneakers, I guess.
Well, I'm a lot older than you guys. I'll be 62 in August.
So the older you get, the more perverse you get.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm probably
Well, when
I'm close to that age that you were in the 90s. I'm actually past it.
Yeah.
That explains the
Well,
thing I
sorry.
put in my
I
back.
was chasing around 20-year-olds back then, so I had to keep up with the generation.
Yeah, I get it. Now I remember the girls doing all that.
Let's come together.
Yeah.
So I was going all well, I got divorced in the 2000s. And I was going down to wherever Rich DiPietro was working, which was usually a strip bar or I don't know. He worked at Asylum. I never got down there, but he ran Asylum for a little while. But there was some crazy shit going on there. I'll tell you that.
Asylum and Sanctuary. There were the places. Didn't John Catagnas own Sanctuary?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I occasionally went out with Rich and we would go down to one of the strip bars or one of the places he was running. And most of the time, though, I was just home and working and home and working and giving guitar lessons. I mean, it was a pretty, outside of having my son and raising my kid, it was a pretty boring time, the late 90s.
I skated a lot.
I had my nipple pierced at the cell block. Remember Mona and Carl from Warrior?
Yes, I do.
They used to do body piercings at the cell block.
I remember when that was going on. Yep. I played there a lot.
Oh, in fact, I remember it was Hyper.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah,
bought some
Mona and
stuff
Carl were
there.
great friends of mine, dude. Good people, great people.
They had a satellite operation up in New Hope for some period of time. And there was also a one of the guys from the Record Cellar. Was it the Record Cellar or what was the record place on Bustleton Avenue?
That I don't
It was a used record store. They opened up a satellite shop up in New Hope too. Pennsylvania, we're talking here, people.
Yeah, god damn it.
But that record store on Bustleton Avenue, Northeast Philly, man, I bought my most prized record of all time from there. I got the Pre-Destroyer Kiss album, which consisted of Detroit Rock City and Shout It Out Loud, and I don't know, there's like two other songs on it. And it says it's a release for their new upcoming summer album or something like that, which was Destroyer. And they sent these to radio stations, and somehow I got a hold of this thing for $5 frickin'.
Yeah, I used to find a lot of those.
And I have it autographed now by 3 members of Kiss. When I say Kiss, I'm talking about the original lineup.
Nice.
The guys that actually sort of played on it.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff that the Alice Cooper guys did on the Destroyer album.
I couldn't make the session, Curly.
No, he's busy.
Didn't Anton Fig play drums on that? Is
Now, Anton Fig played drums on Kiss Unmasked.
that what it was?
Yes. And he may
Oh,
have played some of the drums on Dynasty, if not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the really dark era for the band. Peter played nothing on those 2 albums basically, except for he played on Dirty Livin', which was on Unmasked, and I don't think he played a stitch of Unmasked. Unmasked. I'm sorry, he played Dirty Livin' on Dynasty, but Dynasty was kind of a shitty album. Let's be honest, it was a disco thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best song on it was Frehley's stuff on
How many
there.
copies do you own?
I probably own 2.
There you go.
but I have like duplicate and triplicate of everything. In some
I
cases,
don't really
more.
like anything Kiss put out after Psycho Circus.
But yeah, well, they only put out 2 albums after Psycho Circus, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I don't like anything after that.
those albums were terrible.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, there's a couple good songs. What was the one song on Monster that was good? There's like one song on each album that's okay, and the rest of it's just
I
throwaway.
listened to it once. I can't remember one song I listened to.
Yeah, not good. I have them and I don't like them. But
No.
but you go back, a lot of post Ace and Peter stuff. There's a lot of stuff I really dig, like Revenge and Creatures of the Night, and
Oh, of course.
God, that's some good stuff.
I've been like Made in the Shade.
Hot in the Shade, yeah.
Hot in the Shade.
And Bruce Kulick, man, he did some really good stuff for Kiss.
Yeah.
Love that stuff. It's all sitting right over there, Jim.
Pat bailed. I figured, yeah.
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 Patrick.
He's
left.
gone.
He said if they talk about Kiss one more time, I'm out.
Yeah. I still don't get. Oh, he said he had to drop.
Maybe it's his bedtime.
Maybe
Don't stay out too late.
yours.
Don't stay out too late.
But
We had to pick the bride up.
Yeah.
I talked to him earlier.
Okay.
He had to pick her up from work, I think.
Mine's upstairs yapping.
Well, at least you didn't got to leave the house.
Right.
There you go.
I can hear her up there. Through the headphones and the wall on the
Yeah, I can hear
floor.
'em.
There's something going on.
They're having they're
Got a powwow going on up there.
Yeah. You're in trouble for
It
something.
was funny though. My mother-in-law got her hearing aid. So I walk in the kitchen earlier. Well, mother-in-law never had his hearing aid until today. So she's in the kitchen and I walked in and she's like talking to me, but she's whispering. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then she tells me, I never realized. Oh my gosh, everything sounds so loud. And I said,
you could turn them down.
now you know why you couldn't hear your television.
And why we were always yelling at you.
She was running her television on the settings on her TV at 53. Now,
Oh, my.
Let's go up to 60.
I think it goes to about 100, but the one in our living room does the same thing. And anything above 16 is what we call blitzkrieg.
Yeah, ours, I think if you go over 4, it's insanely loud. Yeah.
So, I'd be sitting in my living room trying to watch the news or whatever. And I just, and I'm like, what in the name of God is going on?
That's when you were two rooms away.
It's like we were sitting in the same room.
Yeah.
That was,
I've done that when I come down.
now she's going to hear everything I do.
The one TV's hooked
Did
up
you
to like
fart?
a million
He
different
farted.
peripherals, and they all have different volume levels.
Yeah.
Right. See, they're not in sync. So like the kid will come down and she'll be playing Xbox or something, and I'll come in down.
Oh, yeah.
early in the
It's
morning
on
and turn on.
blitzkrieg.
It's on like infinity and
Yeah.
just blows the roof off the house. I'm like, sorry.
That's well, it's like that with the streaming stuff too. So like, Netflix, we have to crank it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So today I came upstairs to at dinner time, we were going to sit down and watch a little TV before dinner, and I had it on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And it was like screaming at me. I was like, whoa, 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 and I couldn't have a drink after work. So I took it pretty hard.
Oh, you took it personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to turn the TV on before I even hit like any of the AV, anything.
It's
Just turn it
fuzzy
down to
math.
0.
It's crazy, man. All this technology, it's just,
And,
and
it
then
still sucks.
some of them have like the volume control settings, and it'll jump up and jump down if you don't have it set right and all that crazy shit. Oh man.
Ugh. Play it.
How are you?
I'm fine.
We've got Bush. We've got Bush.
Just don't do it again.
That sounded bad.
We've got Bush.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
We've got Bush.
In return for money.
Ugh.
That only
gross.
happened in Seoul, Korea, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I said.
So we have about 12 minutes. What's going on this weekend?
This weekend, there's only one gig this weekend.
What the hell?
Yeah. At least for me. I'm playing with Old School like I do most weekends. I'm playing at Curran's in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
What time's that?
That's at 9:00, I believe.
Oh,
on
late
Friday
one.
night. Yeah.
Nice. Holy shit.
Yeah.
COVID is ending. Or actually, well, it's not, but
No.
I mean,
They're saying be careful.
well, I know that.
BA5.
Yeah.
That's
but
all right. I will unfortunately not be careful.
I was told I could get the 4th shot.
I think I heard that I was eligible for that.
Yeah, my doctor stopped me on the way out of the checkup. He's like, hey, by the way, I'm like, what?
I'll have to find next time I'm at Walmart, because the pharmacist there is always like, they always have a bunch left over.
Please come and take a shot.
But they were telling us that we should get a different brand this time to
I
mix
still
it
want
up.
the same one. I like Pfizer.
That's what I
more.
That's what I had the first 3 times.
I got what the hell was it? Not chicken. Shingles vaccine, the second one.
I wanted to get the shingles vaccine because my boss just had it.
Knocked me on my ass. That was the only time I ever had a vaccine.
He was in bad shape.
It's not. I mean, it didn't kill me. It was like I'm not. But
No, he got shingles.
oh, you get shingles.
He
Yeah,
didn't get
friend
the
of mine
shot.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
And then we were talking about going to get the shingles vaccine, my wife and I was like, we got to do that. We got to do that. We got to do that. And then we got COVID again.
Well, that's why
So you got to wait.
I got the first one, and it took like a year to get the second one because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I finally
Oh
just
my
got that.
God.
And I was like, that was the only time I've ever gotten any kind of shot where like I'm like, oh man, it hurt.
Well, I was nervous about getting any kind of shots because I got a flu shot once when I was younger.
Yeah.
And it knocked me on my ass.
It can. It depends on where your immune system is.
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that there were side effects involved. I was like, oh, I'm going to go get a flu shot, man.
It's gonna.
It was like something they were offering at my work at that time.
Well, it's like
wherever I
everybody
was.
started whining about COVID, like, oh, but it's gonna make me sick. It's like it's gonna make you feel a little bit bad, and then.
But just imagine what it would feel like if you got the.
That's the thing. The people that if you get the shot, it knocks you on your ass. If you'd gotten COVID, you'd be dead.
Yeah, I've known a couple people that fell in that category.
Yeah, you're dead now.
Well, I know a couple people that are dead now.
Me
I
too.
know a lot of people that are dead now, but unfortunately, yeah, man. Anyway, whatever.
Give me the shot. I like it.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor.
Not anymore.
No, he's
gone.
Yeah,
sucks.
I had COVID 3 times.
Did you really, Vinny?
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
swear to
man.
God, yeah. I'm not vaccinated.
Oh, why not?
It's fun.
Nah, I don't want to get vaccinated, dude.
Why?
So you've had COVID,
3 times, yep.
and how bad was it?
Well, first time I was in a hospital on 7 liters of oxygen.
Vinny, if you get the shot, you won't end up in the hospital.
It was 21 days, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, go get a fucking needle. What's the...
You stuck one in your balls. Get one in your arm. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Use your head, Vinny, not your balls.
Well, that was the bet that I won, so I'm proud of myself.
Well, bet somebody won't get the shot.
Oh boy.
No, I liked. It was funny getting. I think it was the first 2, because we went to the same place. It was Penn Med over in Paoli.
Yeah,
and you go in and you just get in a line. It's like a
I
manufacturing.
know
plant.
exactly what you're talking about.
And you're just like dun, 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 dun. It's like they move forward, you move forward. You're all 6 feet apart. Just move. Okay, you 3 people go into rooms, doors shut. It's like
Yeah.
Scooby Doo, and then it opens up. All 3 get in and go. I was like, Jesus
Well, I went
Christ,
and
this is
got
efficient.
I got my first shot after we got sick that time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go back to work, and I had got in the office, and so I was like, I'm gonna get a fucking needle. So I went up to Montgomery County Community College, and that's where I got mine. And then the 2 after that, I got a freaking Walmart just walking through.
Yeah, Caitlin, we had to
It
go
was
to like
easy.
North Penn to get hers.
And the thing I learned, they say you're not probably supposed to do this, but as soon as I get home, man, I grab some ibuprofen, man.
Oh,
Take some ibuprofen. No side effects. Because you remember the first time I got my first batch, I was like, I don't know if I could do the show tonight, man. It was on a Tuesday. I was like, I'm feeling I got it on a Monday, but we were doing the show on a Tuesday. And I had
a pneumococcal.
but it only lasted 24 hours. And it was
pneumococcal shot in this arm, shingles in this arm.
Jesus Christ.
That was 9 days after my COVID shot.
Ooh.
And this one, it just was sore. I mean, the shingles back.
Yeah, my third shot,
sore.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't get any side effects on any of them. Even when I had COVID, I didn't really feel bad.
I felt bad. But I still have lingering bullshit from it.
Every once in a while, I smell cigarette smoke where none exists.
Well, it's funny. So
I think it might just be my mom haunting me.
Back, however long goes, I guess about 9 weeks ago, when Nance and I got it, that she was sitting in the living room the one night and she goes, "Do you smell cigarettes?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. Bree gets nervous. She's like, "I can't smell anything." I'm like, "Shit." That's like I said. Like I was like a little I've
got a tickle.
I've got like just like a sinus headache. So I'm like, all right, before I go down there.
Yeah.
So I took a test last night. I took a test this afternoon, negative. I'm like, all right.
I was supposed to get together with Terry and Russell this week to write music.
How are they doing?
I haven't talked to them since we heard from them on Saturday. I'm sure they're fine.
I still say the most galling thing about the whole thing is when I open up the test kit, the first thing to fall out is the Chinese certificate of authenticity.
Right.
I'm like, fuck you.
The black box one, or is
no? These are white. I got mine through the post office.
So I have a bunch from work because they're like really at my work. They're really all over it because because if one person gets it, it shuts down a production line for days.
If some person gets it where she works, they don't shut down at all.
Yeah, I gathered that. Yeah. I know.
It's
so they like when Nance tested positive, I had to go out in the parking lot and then I had to come out and give me a test because I found out one to work.
Yeah, I had the crazy Russian woman go, "Why are you here?" Yeah, you might have COVID. Show me nose.
No, it's just my boss. He
Jam the thing
came up and I got a tissue. It was like a little. I have it in the other room, the extra set. It was pretty easy. And then Nance got a bunch from Walgreens, and they were the exact same ones my work gave us. So they're pretty.
You can get them from here.
Yeah, they're the same ones. They sent the same ones.
I got like 16 of them from here. I'm like, yeah, we're done.
It's fine.
They're just fun to have.
But
I just
now we have them mostly because if we do test positive, we need my mother-in-law to lock herself in her room.
Yeah, we should just do. We need.
She's 78 years old, and
just when you're just pissed at her.
Because when she had it the first time, holy.
Well, it's like my dad. I was like terrified he was going to get it. I mean, he looks like the fucking crypt keeper.
Yeah. Well, look at Mark's dad. He was in the hospital for how long?
I think he's had it, but my dad had it, I think, once or twice, and I don't know if he ever got the shot. He's always watching Tucker Carlson, so I assume not.
Oh well. But Tucker Carlson had a shot.
Yes, I know.
So did everybody on that channel.
Did you ever when you worked for you were TVSM? They were sort of under News Corp.
They were privately owned.
Okay, when I was a TV guy, that was News Corp.
So I know that, but
we've had
TVSM got bought out by them.
Yeah,
but when I was there, it was still privately owned.
Well, we used to be on conference calls with Uncle Rupert.
Yeah, sure.
So I know what Fox News is about.
Yeah,
it's
about selling shit, dude.
Well,
when I was at TVSM, and I'm talking, this is in 1980 something through the 90. I think I was there till 94. So this is long before any of the stuff that that you hear about today. But we did the listings, for all these channels and news channels and all that on cable, and it was listed as an entertainment channel. And I was like, "Isn't it a news channel?" Because I didn't have cable at the time. I'm like, they're like, strictly. "No, this is an entertainment channel." And I was like, "Okay." I don't know.
Well, it's like I remember when I was there was a guy who worked on
an editorial channel.
Yeah. There was a guy who was one of the commentators on CNN. He was a very serious guy named Bill Tush back in the day.
Okay.
When I lived in Florida, and we used to get that was when TBS was only locally, get it on a couple of cable stations down south. He used to be on a show like this. Like he would just do this wacky,
like a cable news show,
like this poorly piece of shit show. Not even cable news. He used to just go on and tell jokes and be weird.
Cable access,
yeah,
right?
Kind of like that. But he worked for TBS, which it was rolled into. It's a whole.
That's interesting.
And then the next time I saw him doing that, and he was like the I forget the guy's name. Like the guy with the glasses, the freaky hair back in the 80s used to do all the goofy
Ted Larry.
No shit. I can't remember.
The guy on Channel 6.
Yeah, he used to run around just do weird interviews and stuff on the street.
Yeah.
He would do stuff like that at best. And then the next time I see him,
but-
he's like, 40 people died today. What the fuck?
He had
That
an
would be like if
alternate life.
Bozo the Clown was doing like 9/11.
It's just funny though, because I worked at a news station back in the 80s and the early 90s and stuff like that. And there's actual broadcast standards that you have to follow there's ethics and standards.
Yeah.
So it's funny when I hear people complaining about things. There are rules that have to be followed.
Well, there used to be an editorial process. Now everything's like the shit we're doing. You just say anything you want.
But not on when you watch broadcast networks.
Supposed to be, but yeah, I mean, but like books and stuff. I mean, anybody can publish a book. Fuck, I've published a book.
We know all about that. Jim.
Yes, sorry, I didn't know Mein Kampf was taken.
Well, only that one version.
I thought I was being, cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan. All right, it's 10 o'clock.
Mm.
I use that in stereo.
That was weird. That's because we're controlled by robots, Jim.
That's true.
You have been listening to the American Moron Entertainment Network. This has been the P Word.
Oh, that was nice. That was pleasant. Well, next week we're off, so see you guys in 2 weeks.
Maybe I'll do a live
See if you feel
guitar
like doing
broadcast in my underwear. Okay.
Oh, there you go. We'll probably have the best ratings ever. All right, Vinny,
All right,
have a good
guys.
night. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate the entertainment.
Thanks
We'll have
for
a good
being with
show
us.
this
Oh,
weekend.
Vinny, one last plug.
Yes, sir.
Do the plug, man, for the show in September. September 23rd, it's going to be
Sick Vicky, Instinct, Rat Rod, and Monte Carlo. September 23rd, Mount Holly, New Jersey, the Union Firehouse. Tickets available. What is it? I forget.
you can just contact me because I've
Contact
got
Mr.
tickets.
Paul Adler.
You got the mutts.
Be there or be
Be there.
square.
I'd like to see a lot of people out there.
It'll be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun.
30 some years. See a lot of faces I haven't seen before. I'm missing a limb since then.
But you're gaining
But
a
I
heart.
probably took your virginity.
And a hole
So
in
I
your
hope
balls.
to see you again.
Vinny's put a lot of work into this, and we hope to see you all there. And he'll be back on the show, and we'll talk about it some more. Hopefully, we'll get to interview maybe some guys from Monte Carlo, and
Nice.
maybe I can get Rat Rod on the radio again. That would be kind of cool.
that'd be
Get little John on.
Yeah, I'm excited for the show.
Yeah, me too, man. A lot of people looking forward to it that I know. So,
Yeah.
all right,
And Pat and Richie went out there Saturday night,
I'm aware.
That's right.
Yep,
and they said Pat sent me pictures of the venue.
it looks really,
really
cool.
cool looking.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm psyched about it, man.
Yeah, everybody is, dude.
All right,
All right, fellas, enjoy your evening.
All right.
you too, man.
sir.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for the entertainment,
Always.
Thank you,
and I'll
sir.
talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, bye, buddies. Bye.
Take
Night.
it easy, man.
All right. All right. So we'll see you later. And Paul, I hope you enjoyed the show. Talk to you later.
See
ya.
you next time.
2 weeks.